Can you still get beautiful new construction on a spacious lot near Austin? Let's go take a look. Hi everyone, Seth Koppel, Realtor here with another beautiful home tour. If you watch my channel, you know that most often I am touring beautiful model homes around Central Texas, around Austin, by some very well-known production builders like Dries Homes, Toll Brothers, Perry Homes. But today is a little bit different. Today we are touring a custom home that is actually currently for sale. And what's unique about this as well is we are sitting on a lot that is over 1 acre. And furthermore, something really interesting, this community does not have a homeowners association. So we're going to talk about that as well, because so many of my clients have asked me, I want to buy a home or I want to build a home in a community that does not have a homeowner association. So we're going to talk about what that entails and the pluses and minuses of that. But let's get into this gorgeous home right now. We are in 108 Huerta Road here in Florence, Texas. And Florence is a small town right next to Georgetown and north of Liberty Hill, which is not far from Leander. But what's interesting about this home in this community is we are zoned for the coveted Georgetown ISD, Georgetown schools, and some of the best schools in the district. So we're going to talk about that as well. But right now, let's get into this beautiful kitchen. I am absolutely loving this commercial grade style KitchenAid 6-burner range, just beautiful. And I love all the more custom cabinetry features, including this vent hood and including those smaller cabinets above that take the cabinetry all the way to the ceiling. Loving the countertops, the backsplash, and especially how open this kitchen is, but looking out the back of those windows, you're getting a glimpse of what it's like to live on a large lot with elbow room. And I'm gonna get you out there in just a couple of minutes. Here's another more custom feature in this kitchen. You have that built-in microwave, and below that, let's open this, you have like a little area where you can put things away. Maybe it's an appliance garage, or maybe it's just to keep some more clutter hidden. So I don't know, what would you put in there? Maybe you'd put some jars or some other things that you just don't want to keep out, to keep things less cluttered. And coming through here, you have this large single basin sink, really nice faucet there. But what is so apparent is just how open this floor plan is and how much you can enjoy looking at this cathedral ceiling with those beams. And it gives such a warm, open feel. If you're working in the kitchen, you're absolutely part of everything going on in this family room. You also have a nice breakfast bar area there where it's a counter height island, but you can put stools there and have plenty of space for people to sit. Okay, so looking out the back, you have all those doors and windows off the back, and of course the beautiful beams on this cathedral ceiling, and a very substantial fireplace here with all of this stone, and it just gives such a warm feel. I could just imagine on a cold winter night, just everyone gathering around the fireplace and really enjoying that. Now let's get outside, because one of the main attractions to this home that is for sale is this lot. And you have this outdoor kitchen here with the grill and the fridge and the sink. All of that is fantastic. But take a look at this. You can absolutely put a beautiful in-ground pool here, a sport court, really anything, because there is no homeowners association. So you can pretty much do what you want. It doesn't mean anything, and I'll explain a little bit more about that. I love the tongue and groove ceiling here as well, but just look how much space you have, even beyond your own property. And I don't believe that this fence is the end of the property, so we'd have to double check that with the survey. But often on these large properties, the fence is inside the property lines, just because people want to keep maybe their pets or their kids inside. They also don't want to have to maintain all of the property to the same extent, meaning you may not want to sod the entire property. You may not want to keep it as manicured all the time. So I'm going to get you over to the primary suite. I'm going to share with you all of the specs on this home, and a little bit later, I am going to show you video of other land for sale, 2 other lots for sale. One is a 1-acre lot in this same community, and the other is a 4-acre lot that is currently for sale at a really great price. I'm going to take you over there, show you video, and give you the stats on both of those properties as well. So we're here in this primary suite, and you have, again, the cathedral ceiling with the beams, the views out onto your property with so much land behind you and so much privacy. And one thing that is true is when these homes are not furnished, not staged, they don't have the same bling factor, and it's really hard to tell how big a room is. So, you know, I know you can fit a king-size bed in this room with nightstands with plenty of elbow room. Okay, so you have this nice built-in here, really nicely finished. Big walk-in closet, I'm gonna show you in a moment. And there I am, hi. So the freestanding tub, beautifully situated right here by the window. It just looks so beautiful. It's such a nice finish to have that. And you have the double vanity with the double sinks, extra cabinetry here in the middle, and you have a really nice walk-in shower that I'm going to show you close up. I'd like to thank the listing agent, Matt Hausenfluke with All City Real Estate, for allowing us to tour this beautiful home. So we are in a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath home. Like I said, it's over 3,100 square feet, brand new construction, built in 2024, and we are sitting on a 1.13 acre lot. We also have a very large 3-car garage, which I will show you as well. And this home is currently priced at $935,000. I'm also going to show you, like I said, a couple of lots for sale. One that is similar in size, 1 acre, and the other is over 4 acres. And I'm going to explain to you those pricing, and we can even talk about what it takes to build either custom or semi-custom on your own lot, whether you already own that land or you're thinking about looking for some property in the near future. I'll take a quick moment to introduce myself. My name is Seth Koppel, and I've been a realtor in Central Texas for 18 years now. And so many of my clients love purchasing new construction. And whether that means that they're building a home from the ground up in a well-known master plan community, could be Santa Rita Ranch or Rough Hollow in Lakeway or Crystal Falls. There's so many great communities around Central Texas and a lot of builders. I've worked with dozens of different builders on behalf of clients. I've also personally built 4 different homes over the past 20 years that I've been living in the area. But I also help folks when they're working with semi-custom builders or full custom builders, purchasing the land or building on land that they already own. So if you have any questions regarding the different options when it comes to new construction, you can reach out to me anytime. I'm happy to help. My contact info is in the description of the video. So why is it that some people prefer to not have a homeowners association? You may already have your own ideas, but I'm going to give you a couple of reasons and some of the pluses and some of the minuses of each scenario. So sometimes homeowners associations get a little bit overzealous enforcing a very long list of rules. And some communities get really specific, down to how many minutes you're allowed to have your garage door open, or how many hours after trash collection you must have your trash bin pulled inside your garage. They don't even want it visible from the street. So some of them can get very, very specific, and some of those rules you may like because they keep the neighborhood looking very uniform and very neat and clean and all of that. And that can help your resale value and maintain the value of your property. So sometimes people prefer to have the homeowners association to maintain the value of the property, but they also worry about having too many rules being enforced by some sort of overzealous enforcer. And so you get this love-hate relationship with the homeowners associations. Now, in a community like this, you can see when you drive around the neighborhood, all of the homes look really nice. There are restrictions in this neighborhood, even though there is no homeowners. And those are in the form of deed restrictions. And there's a document that you must read before you purchase a home or the land in this community or any community that has deed restrictions to make sure you're comfortable with the rules. Some of them pertain to the type of house you're going to build, how big the house must be, and others pertain to things you have to do when you're living there. So if you go to a neighborhood like this where there is no association, but there are deed restrictions, it could be possibly the middle ground, the best of both worlds, where there are some rules to protect you and keep your neighbors from doing certain extreme things that could be very disruptive to your quality of life, but also not having an association that could be very nitpicky and bother people with fines left and right. That is one option. The other option, if you're going to a community with a homeowners association, there are some subdivisions that are known to be really extreme and pretty kind of annoying. And that is something that your realtor can help you decipher between those neighborhoods that have a good balance between quality of life and enforcing the rules, and the neighborhoods that maybe you might think are a little extreme. And on the other end of the spectrum, there are properties that have no restrictions, no homeowners association, and that could be really good for some people that have certain businesses or activities that they partake in that they know would not be allowed in most homeowners associations. And typically those are going to be larger acreage. So it might be a 5 or 10 or 20 acre tract. And if that's what you're looking for, it is absolutely out there. They're a little bit hard to find, but they are available. So just as a recap, in this beautiful home, you have the primary suite on the main level, 2 additional bedrooms on the main level. You also have upstairs a very nice sized bedroom with its own bathroom up there. And then downstairs, you also have that office we went in. I'm gonna get you over to see a really beautiful laundry room, very spacious with some really beautiful tile designs. And then I'm gonna also show you a very spacious 3-car garage. And then we're gonna get upstairs and show you that space. And in just a couple of minutes, I'm gonna take you over to that 4-acre tract not far from here, as well as a 1-acre tract just down the street. And if you've been following my channel, you know I often talk about different aspects of building and what it's like building with a production builder, say in a big subdivision like Toll Brothers or Perry Homes or Highland Homes or Scott Felder. And sometimes these could be on 1-acre plus lot sizes. But then there's the option to build with a semi-custom builder. And what that means is they have many plans to choose from, but you can actually take those plans and modify them. So if you want to push a wall out 10-15 feet, you want to add an extra bedroom suite that isn't one of their pre-approved structural options, with a semi-custom builder, those are possibilities. And then there is the option of a full custom build where you own the land, or in some cases, actually, some full custom builders own land that you would buy from them and then build custom. But in most cases, you are buying the land or you already own the land, and then you are dreaming up what you want your house to look like. You're drawing it on the back of an envelope, you're working with an architect, and basically the only thing you're limited by in that scenario is one, your imagination, and two, of course, we are all limited by the budget. And this is another reason why it's so important to work with a custom builder or semi-custom builder who your realtor has a really good relationship with, who has experience with that builder, and the builder has a good reputation for many things, actually, for the quality of construction, for their financial strength and stability, but also for setting good expectations up front in the form of an accurate budget. Of course, building a home can be a wonderful experience. There will be some stress involved, but when you have that dream home finished and you move in and you can live there with your family for many years to come, I would just say it's a truly wonderful experience. But there are so many pieces to the puzzle and moving parts. So having a realtor who has a lot of experience with this process and representing clients in this type of project can be so helpful to make that process so much more enjoyable for you. Let's take a peek out the window here to see just how beautiful these views are from this upstairs bedroom where we have our own bath there as well. Look at that yard. It goes well beyond this fence. This lot is almost 400 feet long. So you could just imagine how far into the distance there the end of the property is. Of course, there is a survey available, which we can go and count the number of feet from that back fence to the end of the property as well. So here we are in the bathroom here. Beautiful tile continued, nice sink with the granite countertop there, and a very nice size tub and shower combo. I like how that vertical tile goes all the way to the ceiling. It's very simple, but it's also very elegant. I think it's a good choice. Of course, if you decide to build from the ground up, whether it's out in the country like here in a 1 acre plus lot, or in a wonderful master plan community, you get to go pick out all your color selections, all your materials, and that way you get everything in the home that you'd like. One of the neat things about this custom home is they went above and beyond with the insulation, and I'm going to show you that right here because they have chosen to do the foam insulation, and that is what you're looking at. That is a foam insulation that is not typically chosen by most builders. Most builders do a blown-in insulation, and there are different pluses and minuses to each, but I have heard that this is much more energy efficient for the home. It's absolutely more efficient for your attic space. It keeps your attic space within the envelope of the conditioned air. So if your air conditioner is in the attic and other systems may be in the attic, they are kept at a much cooler temperature in the summer. And right now we're gonna head over to that 1 acre property right down the street. I'm gonna tell you all about that land for sale, and then we'll head straight over to that 4 acre property as well. And when the video is done, if you have a moment, please just post a quick comment letting me know what your favorite feature of this property is, whether it's outside, whether it's the land, whether it's one of the features inside the home. I would love to hear about it in the comments. And of course, if you have questions, you can text or call me anytime. Okay, so happy bluebonnet season. Here in the Texas spring, it's bluebonnet season. This is our state flower, the bluebonnet. So had to show those for you. Those were actually on the lot across the street, but such a beautiful view right across the street from this property. Now I'm standing on 101 Misones Road in Florence, and this property is a little bit over 1 acre. We'll call it 1 acre, and it's in San Augustine, the same neighborhood as the house we just toured, and it's listed at $180,000. Now let's head over to that beautiful 4 acre property. Here we are at 240 Pecan Branch in Florence, and this is zoned for the Florence schools. So I know I said I was only going to show you 2 lots for sale, but right after this, I'm going to take you on a beautiful tour of a community that is just stunning with incredible views, 1 acre minimum lot sizes, and true custom homes. So we are going there in just a quick moment. But right here, I wanted to point out that you do have electricity on this property. You can see the electric pole right there. That is by PEC, Pedernales Electric Company. And that's a huge plus, because if you don't have electric at the property, you often need to pay to get it there. So that's a wonderful savings. There's so many pieces to the due diligence that you need to do when you're looking at land for sale or lots for sale. And one of the things we need to look at are the deed restrictions, which we've talked about. We need to look at the water source, and there's so many other aspects. But in this case, a septic will be needed, and there you can see that electric pole again. There are so many different aspects of a property that can drive the cost relative to other properties up or down. And so it's important to cover all of those different aspects of due diligence before you are locked in to a property. Okay, here we are entering the canyons. This is a community that is right off 3405 in Georgetown. It's zoned for the Georgetown School District, and these are just some of the views that are out here. There are plenty of lots currently for sale out here. They're all 1 acre minimum, and the views go for miles. So I'm just going to take you through and show you some of the land that's out here, some of the views that are out here. I am going to show you some lots that are still available. Some of these may be sold. As you can see, they're already building a home on this one on the left. But you can see off to the right, there's another street down there. They have some beautiful lots that way. You see so many trees and big, beautiful views. And in just a moment, I am going to show you some of the gorgeous homes that are already finished and truly masterpiece homes that you're going to love to just see the exterior, see the curb appeal of building a home out here in the canyons. So let's just drive through and look at some of these homes together. This is actually one of the smaller homes in the neighborhood. Absolutely stunning. Love the curb appeal. Love those tile roofs here. And this next one is a very different style, but it has a metal roof and equally beautiful, in my opinion, just a very different style. But this one, these are already sold or being built for customers. But if you want to buy land and build with this builder, that is available. And I will point out some of the lots that are available. In fact, this one straight away with that incredible view, that lot is available, or at least it was just a few days ago. So I think it's still available, and it has one of the best views around. Beautiful home right here with that killer view. And then the next one is a lot. I am not 100% sure if it's sold. I think it's sold. I see the little red sold tag on this sign, but there are others available. And here is a beautiful home. I believe this is finished and folks are living in it. And the next one as well. Some of these are really large, but that's the beauty of building a custom. You can build a smaller home in this neighborhood. I think probably around 2,800 square feet is probably around the minimum. I have to confirm that. Another great lot here is sold. I see the red tag there. These have just beautiful views. And this one looks available, possibly. I don't see the red tag there, so these could be available. If you follow my channel, you know I'm often pointing out different aspects of land that can add to the cost of your build project. And one of the things that I'm seeing right here is you see a little bit more slope towards the back of those lots, and that topography can absolutely add to the cost of the foundation. Now, while there are many things that go into evaluating the site costs of a particular lot, the topography is definitely an important one. Now, if you'd like to see the model home in this community, go ahead and click on the house on the left side of your screen. You won't be disappointed. This home is absolutely stunning. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.